Okay, so today we'll be looking at stem and leaf plots. So I need you to take out your notes copy and you'll be writing this in. Okay, and this is just a couple of notes on the stem and leaf. So the first thing is that it shows all of the original data. So unlike the histogram, there was 8 people between 20 and 30. You don't know what the actual data is. Like, was there 1 person at 21, 2 people at 22, 3 people at 23? You can't see all of the information. Whereas on a stem and leaf plot, okay, the stem is the items to the left, it's 1 digit usually, and the leaf is to the right hand side. You can see that there's a 6, a 9, a 12, a 15, a 17. You can see all of the individual numbers, as opposed to a histogram where you don't see all of the individual numbers. It's all condensed into a range of numbers. Okay, so the benefit of a leaf plot, a stem and leaf plot, is it shows all the original data. It's similar to a bar chart in that way. It's only suitable for small amounts of data. You can imagine, obviously, if you have 50 or even 100 numbers, that it'd be very confusing and hard to keep track in order to put all of the data in order, that it's only for small amounts of information. It usually consists of 2 digits. Now, you could have 3 digits, but generally it's 2 digits. The first bit is the stem, the second bit is the leaf, and usually there's a line dividing the two. The stem goes on the left and the leaf goes on the right. You always need to add a key, and this is to explain what the numbers mean, so how to read the diagram. Example, 0-6 means the number 6. 3-2 means the number 32. So it's explaining how you read the diagram. So always add a key to explain what the numbers mean and how to read the diagram. And you always put the numbers in order. Okay, and it always go from smallest to biggest. With that in mind, I'm going to do example 1 in your book on page 311. So in your notes copy, you're just taking down these notes, exactly what a stem and leaf diagram is, and I'm going to do a stem and leaf diagram, and it's example 1, and you can put this in your notes copy as well. Okay, and this is on page 311. So use the stem and leaf plot to show the following ages of 21 musicians in an orchestra. So at the end of this, I should have like 21 individual numbers. So I'm going to start off anyways by drawing the stem and leaf. You can do this in pencil or in pen. It actually doesn't really matter. I'm actually going to do it in pen to show you what you might need to do. So you'll have the stem on the left and the leaf on the right. Now the numbers range kind of from 25. I'm just going to bring the book into a little bit of focus here. So the smallest number for me I can see is 25, and the biggest number is 56, okay? So I have to go from the 20s to the 50s. So the stem, 20 will represent 2, so it's the tens. So I have to go all the way up to 50, so 2, so 20, 30, 40, and 50. The leaf, I'm going to have to use the information from the diagram, and I'm going to use a pencil for this for the moment, because I want to put the numbers in order from smallest to biggest. So anywho, in the 20s, I have a 25, and I'm writing this in pencil far to the right hand side, 5. I have a 35, so I'm going to put that in the line for 30s. I have a 28. I have a 47. I have a 52. I have a 33. I have a 50. I have a 28. I have a 33. I have a 35. I have a 48. I have a 55. I have a 29. I have a 50. I have a 39. I have a 41. I have a 32, I have a 29, a 56, a 26, and a 35. Okay, you can see I've started to put the numbers in order. I'm now going to grab my pen because I want to keep this close. This was kind of like my rough work. So I should have 5, 6, 8, 8, 9. So I have my 5, 6, 8, 8, 9, and that's in order 5, you can do a comma, 6, 8, 8, 9. The next one are the 30s. So I have 2, 3, 3, 5, 5, 5, 9, and they're in order 2, 3, 5, 5, 9. And I was doing that as I was going along, just fitting them in. Then I have a 1, 7, 8, so 41, 47, and 48. And then finally I have two 50s, a 52, a 56, a 55, and a 56. So 0, 0, 2, 5, 6. For this to be perfect now, I just need to give a key. So the key can be any number from here. And the good thing about this is everyone's going to have a different number, so it's fine. So I'm just going to pick 4-7. So 4 with the line and the 7. That represents number 47. Okay, so that's the stem and leaf done. So the important things is it shows all the data. It's similar to a bar chart. It's only suitable for small amounts of data. There's 2 bits to it. There's a stem which goes on the left, the leaf goes on the right. You always have to put in a key to explain how the numbers work, and you put the numbers from smallest to biggest in order. Okay, so there was 2 50s, a 52, a 55, and a 56, and as you can see, they're ascending in order. Now there are 2 questions attached to this. The first one is the mode. So what is the mode? And the second one is the median. And you approach this like you've done before. The mode is the thing that comes up the most frequent or the most often. And you can see that the number, I'm after missing one there, there's a 5 missing. Okay, so there's 2 8s, there's 2 9s, which I've missed actually. Apologies. So there's 2 8s, there's 2 9s, there's 3 5s, there's 2 0s, and so on. So you can see that 5 comes up 3 times. Now, it's not the number 5 that's the mode, it's the number 35. 35 is the most frequent because it comes up 3 times. Okay, so 35 is the mode. Now, before I do the median, I'm just going to double check that I have all 21 numbers accounted for. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm missing one. I'm just going to go back through all the information. I have 2 8s, 2 9s, 2. I was missing a 3 here. 3 5s and a 9. 1 7, and that's meant to be an 8. I don't know what I was doing when I was filling that in. 2 0s, 2 5 and 6, and I'll just double check. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21. Okay, so I have my 21 numbers. Because it's an odd number, I know I'm going to have one direct number in the middle. When you get the median from a stem and leaf, you cross off the first number with the last number and keep doing it until you've them all done. When you go to the next line, okay, you're going to the first number with the last number and keep going. Okay, so 35 again is the median number. Okay, so 35 is also the median and the mean. So the stem and leaf diagram is straightforward enough. The stem goes on the left hand side, the leaf goes on the right hand side. They have to go in ascending order, and as you could see myself, I had to just go back over to make sure I'd accounted for all the numbers. I had them on the right here, but I didn't transfer them all over across, so it's good practice to do that. Make sure you put in a key. The mode is the thing that comes up the most. If there's no number that comes up more frequent, as in if you have 2 8s and 2 9s, there's nothing, there is no mode. The median, if you're left with 2 numbers in the middle, you'll add the 2 numbers up and divide by 2. The next day, which is next week, we'll look at a back-to-back stem and leaf. But for the moment, I'm going to give you a little bit of classwork. Going back over histograms, I'm going to get you to two questions just to practice histograms a little bit more. So on page 309, you're going to do questions 5 and 6. And then you're going to go to page 313. And you're going to do question 1, 2, and 3. So you have 5 questions to complete. You can start them now and join me live. So on page 309, it's questions 5 and 6. One is drawing the histogram and the other one is answering questions on the histogram. The second question, or the second set of questions, are all based on the stem and leaf diagram. The first 2 are answering questions on the stem and leaf, and the third one is actually doing a stem and leaf. Okay, so I'll see you in our live class. Thank you.